Hello, viewers. Welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. Okay, it's another day, a new beginning, a new chapter, a short segment in our exciting life. Now, I invite you to a general reading. So it's a general reading. So just take what resonates with you. It is open to all signs. At the same time, also, it is a timeless reading. So anytime you find yourself watching, there might be a message for you from this reading. Okay, so we will start by getting the main energy for today. And then we will try to see how that main energy will unfold. And then we will try to see what is the advice of the universe for us. For the main energy, we have the King of Swords. Okay. Well, for the King of Swords, somehow what I see is a person who is somebody who stands with a certain presence. You hold a certain presence. You have a certain confidence in you. Your solar plexus right now is quite strong. You have that self-confidence, and then you are also assertive at this time. You hold a sword. The sword is, for me, somebody who lives it with integrity. At the same time, also expects other people also to live with integrity. I mean, you try to be honest and you try to be true when you deal with other people, but then at the same time, you expect other people also to deal with you with integrity and also to be honest and true with you. You see here, you're holding the sword. It's like, okay, I will be of service to you, but at the same time also do your part. Okay, it's like that also. So you have that capacity right now to also delegate things. There might be a temptation for you to do everything, but I think it would be beneficial for everyone to also contribute their part. So you need also to allow others to contribute their part, to make them feel also that they are part of your endeavor. Now, at the same time, you are very intuitive at this time. You are growing. You are undergoing growth, spiritual growth right now. We have there the butterfly, and the butterfly is being guided by the moon. The moon symbolizes the messages we receive from the universe, which is quite mysterious at times. So it is something, whatever messages you have, it's gradually unfolding. And so your transformation is also a gradual process. I see here an angel on his left shoulder, as if extending the hand towards this person, as if, yeah, tapping the person. Somehow you have the support and assurance coming from your angels. You are not alone, and then they are accompanying you, and actually they're very happy with what you are accomplishing right now. You seem to be very much in touch also with your present moment and with nature. I feel you are right now able to balance your decision making, whatever decisions you're making right now, with your intuition also. So you both rely on your logical mind and also on your intuition. So right now you seem to be very balanced, and yeah, everything seems to be okay, and you have very good boundaries at this time. You are more in touch with nature at this moment. You're not within the, yeah, I think this is, it can be an invitation for you, because maybe for some of you, you have been inside walls for quite some time. Maybe there's a time for you, there's a need for you to go out to nature, because the card here shows a person who is in nature and somehow their intuition is flourishing by being in nature, something like that. That is what comes to me right now. Something about nature right now seems to be very important for you at this time. There are some clouds, maybe some concerns that you are considering right now, but relatively the sky is clear. Now, let's try to see how it will unfold further. Okay. This could either, the card of the Two of Cups could either mean that somebody is coming your way, somebody who is mature just like you, and somebody who resonates you. For some of you, it can be your soulmate. It's nice because your relationship is grounded in being in touch of the present moment, in the present moment, and also being guided by the divine. For some of you, meeting each other will allow you also to heal your past. It can be lead to a healing of your past memories. Somehow, this person will allow you to heal and allow you also to undergo transformation. This is what is coming to me right now. For some of you, for others, this could symbolize that your transformation will lead to your wholeness, that you will be able to attain a certain balance in your person where the masculine and the feminine are equally contributing to the person that is you. So when your masculine and your feminine are equally contributing to your life, you don't need other people to fill up your cup. Oftentimes, when you are in the extremes, that's when we sometimes fall into relationships that are not very healthy. Why? Because sometimes a tendency for us is to make the other person fill up what is lacking in us. So, for example, if you are highly feminine, what happens is you are lacking in the masculine part. And so sometimes the temptation is for us to depend on other people to fill up that masculine part. So if you are highly feminine, you will be suddenly finding yourself being drawn to somebody who's very extremely masculine also. Or sometimes if you are highly masculine, you'll be drawn to somebody who's extremely feminine. There's nothing wrong about it. It's just that sometimes it makes you vulnerable to fall into a relationship where it becomes codependent, wherein you become dependent on the other person to fill up what is lacking in you. Now, the invitation here, if you are happily single right now, the invitation for you is to attain a certain balance where your masculine and feminine part are contributing into your present life moment. And when everything is balanced, you do not need any other people to fill up your masculine or your feminine aspect. It's the same also with other aspects in our life. That is why when you are in the middle road, you become more independent, and at the same time, you become more attractive. Why? Because when people come into your life, you are not clinging to the person because you do not need anybody to fill up your cup. It's when you are in that kind of state, you just reach out to them in order to share your happiness with them and also share in their happiness. So it's more of sharing, and it's not a certain dependence for others to fill up what is lacking in you. So what happens is a more mature relationship. So it can be also that after you have attained a certain maturity, somebody might mature just like you will come along, because whatever energy you have, you draw the same energy towards you. And so what happens is a more fulfilling relationship. And even if that person comes and go in your life, you still feel happy and you still feel content because you do not expect that person to fill up your cup. You just celebrate the present moment with them. So this is what I can see for all of you right now. Now let us try to end this one with an advice from the universe. Okay, so something is, maybe there is something that you need to address right now. Yeah, maybe it's because you are very stable right now that there will be sometimes it's an unavoidable situation where people will start talking behind you. It can be because of jealousy. It can be because they want to be in the state that you are in right now, because right now you're very, very stable. So sometimes people would like also to have what you have. So there will be a tendency for people to talk behind you. Now, oftentimes they talk behind your back. Somebody who is blindfolded is like, there are certain people talking, but you are not aware who they are. But there are people who are talking behind you. Okay, so it can be that for some of you, yes, you are stable right now, but yes, it's true also that we cannot please everybody. So it's like the universe telling you, okay, there might be some people right now who are talking behind you, And yeah, they might be trying to limit limit your movement right now. So it's like putting obstacles in your path. But the beautiful thing about this message is that it's just a very thin, a situation wherein you can free yourself. This is loosely tied against the person, so the person can unloosen this burden right now, and then they can clarify things. Maybe there is a need for dialogue. You deal people with integrity, and you expect people to deal with integrity to you. So I guess for some of you, maybe an honest conversation with some people who might not be talking kindly towards you at this present moment. No, they're trying to put some obstacles in your path right now. Okay, it's normal. So don't worry about it. It's I feel this is a warning from the universe right now that there might be some people who will be putting some obstacle on your path. There might be some people who will be talking in your back, and they might cause you anxiety. Well, forewarned is forearmed. Just continue to deal with everybody with integrity, and also maintain your good boundaries, and this too will pass. It's normal. I mean, when you shine, it's like a tree. When you have a lot of fruits, people will try to throw rocks at the fruits so that they can also benefit from the fruit. Okay, so yeah, when you bloom, you get attention. Now the attention can either be positive, or some people, yeah, not positive. Okay, so it's like that. It's part of life. You need to accept it. Now we'll try to get another card to get more clarification regarding this. So somehow there will be some moments maybe in the near future, or maybe it's already happening right now, that you will have certain anxieties, certain insecurities, because maybe of people talking behind you. But you can free yourself from that one. It's as if you're saying that you can free yourself from that one. And don't let this situation to dampen your energy. Because right now you are doing well. You're very efficient. So don't let it dampen your energy. Now, for some of you, maybe it's a work situation. A work situation where it's not quite healthy. For some of you, you might consider some career change. You see, you're doing well. The Pentacles somehow shows the fruits of your labor. And I think it is because of this one. You are performing very well. Now, you are a little bit saddened by the work situation. I think it's like this person, maybe he sees that his plant is flourishing well, but maybe he is struggling to remove some weeds in his garden. The weeds can be people who are jealous and trying to make your life difficult in the workplace. For some of you, it can be a workplace situation where some people are jealous of your performance because you are flourishing right now. They are like the weeds in the garden. Now, there are different ways of doing it. One is you just remove the weeds. Okay. Now, the other thing is just to make sure that no weeds are creeping towards your garden. So you just clear your space, and then later on when you harvest. Now I remember the scriptures tells of a person planting in his field, and then the enemies started planting weeds along with it, and then his workers told him, there are weeds growing in our vineyard, something like that. And then the owner says, let it be. When it's time for harvest, we will separate the good things and then burn the weeds, something like that. So there are two ways that you can do it. You just continue on doing your work, and just make sure that the weeds will not grow too much, that it will stifle your project. So it means protect your project. Okay, so remove the weeds that are near your project, but you don't have to remove all the weeds. So you just defend what you need to defend, and you continue on your project believing that things are going well. things are because you believe in your project. So you work on your project. It's like whether you do it or you do not do it, there will always be people who will complain. So you just continue on doing your project and let your project flourish. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing is continue to consider moving your inspiration or your project into something, into a better environment, choosing a better environment. So for some of you, you might persevere in your situation and just not mind what other people are saying. For some of you, a career change might be a consideration. So you just try to see, listen to your heart. If your situation right now is no longer healthy for you, then maybe it's time for you to consider a career change. But it will take some considerations. It's not an easy way. That's why here in the Seven of Pentacles, the person is not in a hurry. He is thinking things over, and you need to rely also on your intuition. Try to see how the universe is guiding you at this time, so that whatever decisions you will make, you will not regret it in the future. So do not be in a hurry. Take the advice of this card wherein the person is thinking first. Maybe he is considering, maybe I don't have to really transfer my plans, because if I transfer it, there is a possibility that my project will die. The plant will die. At this time, the plant is flourishing. Maybe all I have to do is to remove the weeds around it. So in a certain sense, you continue with your project and don't let the little weeds destroy your dream. So you can work on it. For some of you, you might also consider some career change, but don't be in a hurry. Take your time, discern, listen to the guidance coming from the universe. So this is what I can see for your reading right now. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it has given you some insights in order to face whatever challenges you might be facing at this time. Well, that's it for our tarot reading. Let us now go to the second part, which is our self-care tip. For our self-care tip for today, the message is, your guides are trying to help you reconnect. There are signs all around you. Listen with your heart. Okay, so you are very intuitive at this time. You seem to be very balanced based on our tarot reading. But at the same time, it's as if the universe is warning us. There might be some challenges along the way. Something that will bring you anxiety. Well, it's part of our life's journey. It's not always a garden full of roses. There will always be some challenges along the way. And for some of you, you might have to make some adjustments or to make some decisions, because we encountered the Seven of Pentacles, wherein things are going well, but something, by intuition, you feel something needs to be given attention to. It's like that. The Seven of Pentacles shows a garden that is flourishing, but the gardener is somehow by intuition feeling that something is wrong and that he has to do something about it, or maybe has to try to analyze what is happening around. Okay, so it's like that. So right now, it seems that, by all external purposes with the tarot cards, things seems to be okay. You seem to be functioning well. You seem to be growing towards maturity. But then again, when we went to the part of the advice from the universe, we saw the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. When we look at it, it's as if the universe is saying, there is something that we need to give attention to. So we need to listen. At this time, maybe the universe wants to give us a certain message at this time. So we need to listen. Be open to the normal things. Usually, the universe speaks to us through normal things. Like, for example, you're just walking along the street and then you suddenly see a feather of a bird, which suddenly you become aware, oh, my guardian angel is here. And suddenly you have already a different point of view, a certain joy, knowing that your guardian angel is taking care of you or watching over you. It can be like, for example, you're just walking along the way, and then suddenly you overhear a certain phrase, or a group of people talking, and then suddenly a certain phrase touches your heart, and then suddenly there was an answer to a question you might have had uh, going around in your mind for quite some time. Or it can be suddenly you develop a certain inspiration. A certain thought comes while walking in nature or amidst nature. So it's as if right now the universe, your guides are trying to, as it says in the card, your guides are trying to help you reconnect. Okay, so there are signs all around you. Be open. Be open to the messages that are being sent to you right now. Listen to your gut feelings. Listen to your intuition. Be aware of synchronicities. Welcome every unexpected moments as an opportunity to be in touch with your inner self, with your spirit guides, and with the spirit. So listen with your heart. Very nice message. Okay, it's nice. I mean, every day, actually it's good if every day we spend some personal time just opening ourselves to the inner world, to our higher self, to our spirit guides, and to the divine. Well, that's it for today. I hope that it has helped you at this present time. Don't worry about the challenge. I feel it's a good thing that the universe has shown us that maybe there is something we need to give attention to. Well, sometimes it's like that. Things are going well, and then a little challenge is given our way so that we can grow even more. So it's part of life's ups and downs. Well, they always pass. These too will pass. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. It is helping our channel to grow. We are growing very slowly, but it's okay. The important thing is that we are reaching people, touching lives, and hopefully in our own small way, we can slowly change the world to make it a better place for everyone. Well, I hope to see you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.